Oh, yeah. Ooh, that's how it always starts. But then later there's running and screaming.
The world's just changed so radically, and we're all running to catch up. How can we possibly have the slightest idea what to expect? The best intentions. Some of the worst things imaginable have been done with the best intentions.
Dr. Malcolm, we have scheduled campfire stories with my uncle.
You can convince the Washington Post and the Skeptical Inquirer of whatever you want. But I was there, I know what happened, and so do you.
I don't think you're giving us our due credit. Our scientists have done things which nobody's ever done before.
Yeah, but your scientists were so preoccupied with whether or not they could that they didn't stop to think if they should.
Hello, welcome to the April issue of Jurassic Minutes, where we discuss recent movie, toy, and franchise news for the Jurassic series. I'm Brad.
I'm Dave.
And here we are. Not a lot happening in April for this issue of the Jurassic Minutes, but once again there's been some new toys and that released or hinted at. I don't think there's been much movie news. Unfortunately, we're still over a year away, so we've got a long wait. If they do in fact stay to their June 2022 schedule, or COVID kicks it further back. But
I think they are actually. I think Giacchino is actually scoring the movie at this point. I do think I saw something about that.
Well, we've talked before. Even though the film's been pushed back, there's still all the stuff leading up to it, or working on it, will still be locked in for this time, because this is when it would have been scored if it hadn't been moved. You can't just tell Giacchino, oh no, don't worry about it, come back in 2 years' time, or a year's time, and score it then, because he's obviously got other projects to do, and in a gap where he's not doing it now, but yeah. Anyway, before we get into the little news we have, let's talk about some recent toy and prop purchases. David, you've been shopping. Someone got their stimulus money.
And it went right out the door.
Oh.
So I was able to find the blue Gallimimus and the Troodon figures at Target. So that was I was happy to find those. And of course the I can't remember, I discussed the A Club magazine before on the March or
no, I don't recall talking about it.
And then I also grabbed a copy of A Club magazine featuring Jurassic Park. It's similar to the hobby model magazines that I have for The Lost World and for Jurassic Park 3. But this one features the first movie, and again, fan-made sculpts and dioramas with those sculpts and stuff like that. It's actually really, really cool. And like the hobby model magazines, it's completely in Thai, and I cannot speak. I can't read Thai. The headlines actually do seem to be in English, but they seem to be somewhat poorly translated, unfortunately.
And here we are in 2021. We can make a virus cure or vaccine within 12 months of the virus being out. Mm-hmm. But I still can't take my iPhone and hold it up to a language I don't understand, have that phone accurately transcribe what I'm looking at.
That would be a great app. Speaking of vaccine, I did actually get mine.
Oh, vaccinated?
Yeah, well, the first round anyway. I got the Pfizer, and I go back on the 30th for my second dose.
Oh, nice. It's not available here yet. We've only got the other one, which is giving people blood clots, so that's a different story.
1 in a million, though.
Yeah,
they say birth control is actually worse.
Yeah, but spoiler alert, I don't take birth control. So that's one less thing. That's one less thing I have to deal with also. But yeah. Anyway.
Well, anyway, I also got the Lost World T-Rex cake topper, the little rubber one, and the full body T-Rex puppet, which usually it goes for around $200. I was actually able to find it for around $60-ish, which was a great find because those things have gotten so insanely expensive.
Wow.
And lastly, probably the most exciting thing I got, I mentioned this on, I think, last month's record, that's how long it's taken to actually get here, was I got my Xerox copy of the Jurassic Park Raptor pen overhead schematic.
Ooh.
And so I ended up, it's like I said, it's a Xerox copy. It's a photocopy of the original prop, or not prop, but the original schematic that the set carpenters would have gone off of, and it is really cool. It's got like all kinds of like little notes. It's got like, for example, it mentions leave the dirt and the greens will actually supply the greenery for the inside of the pit, and it's really, really cool. It's got one section detailing the arms that hold up the electric lines over the fence, another section detailing the thatched roof of the tower.
Interesting with that thatched roof. It's got the note there that only the front of it's actually thatched, the back of it's left bare because you don't see it on camera.
I know. I think that is, like I said, it's got so many cool little notes behind the scenes featured and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's really cool to have this thing.
Yeah, and I think the Art of Prop also has a video up on his YouTube channel going over it as well, so you can have a look at that and get a look at the plans that David's got. But just even there's a description of a ramp that goes down underneath the tower to access the bottom of the pit. And it led me to thinking, at the start of Jurassic Park, when that cage comes in, it comes in at fence level. And we know the raptor pen's a pit. So were they expecting that raptor to come out then fall 8-9 feet down to the bottom of the pit from where that cage entrance is? Obviously the ramp under the towers must be just crew access so they can get down and put those plantings in. Mm-hmm. Because you can't, with the fence the way it is up there, there's no access to get in there. But yeah, just little things. And even the I'd have to have a relook at the film, but the light towers either side of the tower as well. I don't think we get the one shot where we get the wide shot of the forklift coming into the raptor pen, but that's the only time we see these floodlights and these light towers shining light down the structure.
Mm-hmm. Well, of course, we only ever see it during the day after the opening scene, but yeah.
And it's just, there's so many plans coming out in the moment. There's stuff just popping up everywhere. It just, again, the worker village, and that's got to be out there. Someone's got to have them. Let's see some stuff for the Lost World, damn it.
And of course, another note here that they have for the detail on the fence post here, they have a note detailing that they're going to have the effects house make 2 bent metal fence posts for the post-raptor breakout shot.
Well, we mentioned a long time ago when Chronicle Collectibles showed off their Raptor Escape statue and actually seeing the inside of the Raptor pen where those posts would have bolted to, and they used that. That's how they got out. They used one of those posts to grip onto to get out, and here it looks just like the plans. So I wonder what access they had to these plans back then in the design of that statue. But
we do know that Chronicle Collectibles did have some access to some of the original screen used or production used props and plans. So it's not out of the question that they may have had access to this when they had designed that that particular statue.
Yeah, but no, that's a great piece, and as good as I know some people have got their hands on the original blueprints. I think Collect Jurassic or Jurassic Collectibles has got the original elevation sheets and that blueprints. I've said before on the podcast, I buy expensive stuff and I break it. I'd just love a photocopy of blueprints to just hang on the wall as a display piece. I reckon it'd be fantastic. And not have the originals, because I know, and it's one of the things I know there's been discussion about. If there was any props you could have, what would you have? But knowing you have to store, you have to protect. Like one person on Facebook there, I've seen he had the opportunity to buy one of the Raptor animatronics from Jurassic Park 3, which would be fantastic to have, but the upkeep, you're then the custodian of a piece of movie memorabilia that's the actual from the film. Yes, it's Jurassic Park 3, but it's still an animatronic raptor. If you haven't got the facilities or whatever to take care of that, then should you really have it? And all that sort of thing. But that's a completely different conversation for another time.
Yeah.
Anything else that come in your shopping head? Oh, you're buying a car, your Jeep.
What's that?
You pick your Jeep.
Oh.
You said before you paid for it, your Jeep.
I did. It's not come yet. I did yours.
Oh no, didn't you buy a Jeep Cherokee?
Oh no. I was talking about
Oh,
my mom owned a Jeep Cherokee when I was a kid.
I thought
You're talking about during the minutes, right?
No, I thought last minute in March you said you're buying a Jeep. You bought your uncle's Jeep Cherokee or something.
No,
And
I
it's green.
was considering buying my cousin's, but I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I just paid off my car.
Okay. No, I just thought the stimulus check. You're spending your money far and wide. Well, yes. Talking about Jeeps, we discussed last minutes the what do they call it, the Dennis Nedry Getaway Pack. And I think I mentioned in that that I have the Amber Collection Nedry, I have the Amber Collection Dilophosaur. The Jeep was missing its stripes, so I wasn't really fussed on Jeep 12. Walked in my Target 2 days ago and seen 5 of them on the shelf, and I bought one. I couldn't help myself. And yes, the missing stripe is depressing. Obviously, there's been a lot of YouTube videos and people posting up customization, doing their own stripes, and most of them look pretty good. The Dilophosaur is just a standard Dilophosaur. It doesn't come with the spit, even though the hole's in its mouth for it, unless it's somewhere in the packaging I haven't taken out. For its spit, a little bit of plastic that sticks out of its mouth. Nedry looks good for a little Dennis Nedry. I haven't got him side by side with the Amber Collection just to see the detail, but for the most part, I'm happy for it, for what I paid. I was going to buy a second one because the packaging, and this goes back to the whole visitor centre, the packaging looks good, but there's just so much wrong. You can see the top of the Jurassic Park gates in the background, with lightning hitting it. Which obviously wasn't visible when Nedry was getting attacked. The massive mountain and waterfall behind the Jeep, which he didn't fall down. And even the East Dock sign, instead of having just that simplistic ship, what do you call that, silhouette on it, it's got like a tramp steamer on the sign. So as much as I love the artwork, I don't know if I'm going to keep it in its packaging or not, but that leads into something else that's been going on behind the scenes.
I'm glad you found yours. I have not seen any appear in the States yet, but I do know that they have been appearing around. I think they first appeared at Smith's Toys in the UK. Mine is on back order. Like many people are finding that theirs are being placed on back order. I've heard rumor that they're possibly being recalled so that Target can actually put the stripe on there.
I wonder if that'd just be some sort of crude sticker, because I can't see them taking all the figures back to paint. What?
I mean, I wouldn't mind sticker. My plan was to just put like a couple strips of Scotch tape on there and then color it in with a Sharpie or a marker.
Yeah, I haven't looked at any of the videos to see what people are actually doing to do that. Looking here, it is actually paint and not moulded colour on the front, and as you can see where the grey's coming through all around the 12, the stencil on there, unfortunately. But even the it's plastic. The windshield, around the windshield and the bar work there, it looks like a lighter red. It almost looks like it's supposed to be plastic, like the soft top, but it's not. But one thing I do love, effect-wise, they've done to it with the soft top for the rear inside windows. It's not just a clear plastic in there; it's actually got the ribbed plastic to make it look like it's like a vinyl material and not glass. Which, of course, it wouldn't have been glass in original soft top, but it just makes it look so much natural, like it is part of the soft top. I wouldn't mind giving that soft top a bit of a tanner colour too, just to get away from that light grey that it is, because it sort of matches the Jeep itself too much. But I'd never expected to find this here, especially this quick, in a Target store. I know a lot of stuff comes into sort of your smaller mum and pop stores nowadays here. Your big department stores aren't getting a lot of the new figures in, especially Hasbro stuff. But to walk in and see this on the shelf has very high hopes for something we're going to talk about in a minute. Figure-wise, getting here and being able to get one and maybe even two of them. Because you might only need one Jeep 12, you definitely need two Explorer 4s, but we'll get to that in a minute. That's really all for me. I've seen other people post up on Facebook that the Jeep is here in other places of Australia as well, and also the Nano stuff. I didn't even look for the Nano stuff. I've seen all the Fast and Furious stuff on clearance still, but I didn't look to see if the Jurassic Park stuff was in as well, which it should have been there. I hope I haven't missed out on it now, because I wouldn't mind just getting a set of that as well. But if that's it for new purchases, Dave, how about we get into some news?
Yeah.
Just like taking a stroll through the woods 65 million years ago.
Two quick news stories tonight, all toys related. Camp Cretaceous, we're getting some new human figures of the crew. KENJI, Darius, Yasmina, and Billy.
You mean Ben, right?
Oh, Ben. Sorry, I'm trying to read. I'm pretty sure it's not Ben. Yeah, Ben and Bumpy. So, bit different colours. What were they? I think they're compies. I think Silophysis when I see them, but the little clip-on green animals that come with the Legacy, Grant and Muldoon are here again for Yasmina. Kenji's got a scooter for some reason.
Scooter!
Ben's in his Rambo. He's got his spear and looks like either a big section of bark off a tree or something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it was interesting because the Bumpy that comes with Ben is bigger than when she was like a kind of like a infant, but smaller than the full adult size. So I wonder if originally it was planned for Bumpy to have been like teenaged for a short while in season 2.
So yeah, saw that in between. It would explain the sudden growth, as if there was just another step in the middle. But those green things are supposed to be velociraptors. Oh no. Well, I can't recall. We got a Darius originally with the original release of Camp Cretaceous, didn't we? Or I'm thinking about the McDonald's stuff.
We got Darius with like a 4-pack with I think it was the Stegosaurus, Darius, a baby Bumpy, and something else. I think it was Grim, the Baryonyx.
Oh, okay. Yep.
But yeah, now we get Darius by himself with a baby Bumpy in egg and a raptor skull flute, or resonating chamber flute.
Interesting. Nice little callback. Obviously, no Samuel Brooklyn in this set. Maybe they'll come in wave 2. They're a bit late, but finally, at least we're getting some Camp Cretaceous stuff.
Yeah. Well, it could be that either Sammy or Brooklyn are being held back because they're going to be packed with maybe something more spoilerish.
Yeah, good point. Whether that's E750 or Manticorp.
Yeah.
Manticore. I've got a sneak suspicion we'll probably know more next month. We'll get more photos of these figures too.
Aren't they lovely? Aren't they glorious? These will be your transports for the afternoon.
No drivers?
No drivers. But they're electric. They run on this track in the middle of the roadway here. Totally non-polluting, top of the line. Spared no expense.
The other thing that Mattel just recently announced sent shockwaves through the fandom for good reasons this time. There is a... what is it? That's not what it's called. T-Rex Breakout set. Actually, I don't know if that's what it's called or not. Anyway, we're getting a Ford Explorer. Buried the lead. Yes! Explorer 4. This thing looks fantastic. The colours look good, although there's some little issues here and there. I hope the stickers, the Jurassic Park logos are stickers, so we can fix up the little bit of an alignment issue that's with this.
It does come with Timmy, though, too.
Yeah, we get a little Tim figure. He's got the night vision goggles on. The figures, we've got photos here of the figure inside the car. We're getting another Tyrannosaur, which, yay, okay, we're getting another T-Rex. Bit different colour, bit darker stripes on the back here. But interaction ability with the Explorer, the sunroof folds down. I've seen the photos and gone, I hope it's got some sort of battle damage, and then someone posted a photo of the sunroof folding down, so that's another good one as well. A lot of speculation, where's Lex? Are we going to get a Lex figure? We thought the vehicles and humans were done, and now we're getting this. Hopefully something's starting back up. It's a 1/18 scale Explorer.
Mm-hmm. It would be really nice? Lex with a like a baby Triceratops figure.
Oh wow!
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. Surely that's what they'd have to do. I don't. Unless they gave you Lex with another section of control room computer to go with the Ray Arnold one. The other thing they could do is another T-Rex and a damaged Explorer with it on its side, and you could have her in a kneeling posture, but then you'd have to be able to get Grant to kneel beside her.
Or maybe even like a where she does have the computer section, but it's packed with a Raptor.
Yeah.
Where the Raptor is trying to break into the control room while she's booting up the system.
Or a section of kitchen.
Yeah, or that too.
Yeah. So the important part, how many of these are we going to buy? Oh, I mentioned before 2, but just thinking about the upside down damaged one, that would mean 3. So I'm going to have 3 more T-Rexes, 3 more Timmys.
I don't know. I'm running out of room for any more T-Rexes. I think at this point I'll sell off the T-Rex and keep the Explorer.
Yeah, I think for the if it's going to be the same price point, well, no, it can't be the same price point as the Jeep. That was $49 here. This is going to have to be $80 or $100, just because you got that T-Rex as well. Sadly, in my money, whatever it means for your money, but I was going to say just for the price of the Explorer and Tim, I'll just give the Tyrannosaur to Goodwill, but I think that's going to be a little bit more of an ask with what this is going to cost. But we thought this was coming, and it's so good to finally see it. I can't wait. Obviously, the doors would have to open up so the human characters can get into it. What have we got? We got the Malcolm. Did they release an Ellie?
They did, yes.
Yeah, so Ellie, Grant, Malcolm, Muldoon. So we need Gennaro.
Yeah, we still have Hammond, or we do have Hammond now.
Yep.
Nedry, Timmy, still need Lex too.
But they're getting close to getting them all done.
Yeah. If they come out with a Lex, I hope somebody mails one to Ariana Richards.
Oh yeah. Yeah, for those that don't know, she actually cried when she realised she didn't have a figure back in '93.
I know.
Which is a shame, because then they turned around and done one for Kelly in Lost World. I've still got that. I've got a loose and a mint and sealed pack card Timmy figure, just him and the baby Brachiosaurus in the cage.
Nice.
They did toys good back then, and this looks just as good. Cannot wait. So, the interesting thing, when we done the record for March's minutes, we talked about that Nedry set. By the time we record now for April, I had that set in hand, so I wonder how far away this is if we come back for the May issue and I have minty fresh Tyrannosaur Breakout set in hand. That'd be good if we talked about figures and then on the very next show got to talk about them in hand.
That would be nice, yes.
Unlike Hasbro on that, where they show stuff and it doesn't come out for 9 months. Yep, so it's only the night vision goggles and the only other accessory, which may keep the price down a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Anything else on the Explorer? Apart from just how happy you are to see it.
I mean, this is the first Explorer we've gotten since the the Jungle Explorer from Kenner, and it looks so much better than that one. I mean, I know there's a lot of nostalgia for it, but this looks amazing.
Well, let's have a look at a little bit of a tour, or a little bit of a history lesson. Yes, we got the Kenner one. There was people customising the German model kit of the I think it was a '94 Ford Explorer model kit. That were they customising, or was there some sort of release for? I'm pretty sure because it's expensive on eBay. That there's a might be third party or German model kit for the Explorer.
I know there was a version that was released that was licensed but not very well done, and you had to paint it yourself. But I think there was also another version where, like you said, it was a model kit that was just the Ford Explorer that was actually more accurate than the licensed model that was released, and people were customizing that.
Yeah, and then that's the air quotes toy end of the spectrum. Then you go the other way completely to what Iron Studios has been doing recently with their Transall Breakout and Explorer 4 and 5 there, which are pretty much identical apart from the numbers on the back, but you're paying over $100. Well, I know you're paying $1,000 for, in my money anyway, for those. So $700 to $800 US for just the just an Explorer. Then you got to get two of them in the Tyrannosaur and everything else. So that's the high end side of things. I know companies like Hot Toys have done vehicles. They've done the Batmobile, the DeLorean. They've never touched an Explorer, which is probably a good thing because that'd be $2,500 as well. I just Jada done the Jeep.
Mm-hmm.
If this means Mattel or the Ford Explorer licenses out there, I want to see a Jetta. I'd even $100 die-cast or just Explorer that's as accurate as it could be. I'd buy it. I'd buy two of them.
Oh, same. Absolutely.
Because the only other thing we've got is the Matchbox version, of course. But that's hoping there's more Explorer coming. And even looking at you, Lego. Where's our Lego Explorers as well? We got the Jurassic World Jeeps, which I know a lot of people customise. Instead of having the blue on them, you have the red. But I want to see more Explorer in 2021, Year of the Explorer.
I don't know what anybody's complaining about 2021 about. I mean, so far I've had a very good year.
Well, it'd be a good finish to get an M-Class or an RV, but let's not push. We'll see what happens. We've got much more Jurassic franchise coming ahead. A lot more time for them to make toys and figures. So.
Mm-hmm.
But that's it for the April edition of Jurassic Minutes. Nice, quick, short one. Some toys on the way. There's been, I know there's been some people asking for maybe a teaser trailer for Dominion. Maybe in June when it was supposed to come out, Colin might reveal a logo or something. We might get something then, but in the meantime, I don't think we're going to get anything new. I can't recall for Fallen Kingdom. I think for Jurassic World when Name Blank Score Guy was in doing the score. Giacchino was in doing the score for Jurassic World. Didn't someone release the music titles?
I think they were released by Giacchino like a week or so before the movie came out or something.
Yeah, and not that it's going to explain anything because we know we've discussed before his score track titling system is not to be desired. But
well, I mean they're very punny.
Yeah, but there might be something there to look at as well, if that score's being recorded at the moment. But David, that's been the April Minutes. We'll be back next week. Continue into the Jurassic Minutes, visiting the old visitor centre, and we're going to have a lot of discussion about that for sure. But how about we get out of here for the week?
All right.